Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, the product specialist here at American RV in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Today I'm here to tell you all about the 2017 Keystone Summerland 3030BH. This is going to be one of your classic bunkhouse floor plans. A lot of great amenities on this coach. Let's go ahead and start up front here. We'll make our way around and then head on in. So one of the first things that you'll notice is this right here, and something that Summerland has done is they've given you basically power everything. Starting with this right here, which is your power tongue jack. Just touch a button that will raise and lower the tongue. Then you also have a light there in case you need to connect or disconnect at night. You will have added visibility. Right behind that is your propane tank cover. Very easy to access. You have these two thumb screws, undo those. Then you can lift up this door. That will get you into your two 20-pound tanks. Behind that, you will see rails for battery box. Then coming up the front here is your black diamond plating. This will help protect the front end from any rocks or debris that get thrown up by your tow vehicle. That way it hopefully hits this black diamond plate and won't beat up your front end. Coming around to the side, right here's your pass-through storage. You'll see it has a clip to hold it right there in place. If you take a look in there, you will see it is large pass-through, big opening here as well. So if you have larger items like a grill or something that you need to put in there, you can easily do that. There also is a light in here, so if you need to get in here at night, you do have that extra visibility. Right down below, you will notice power stabilizing jack. So as I said, power everything, trying to make setting up and breaking down camp as easy as possible for you. That way you have more time to enjoy camping. So with these, you just touch a button here that will of course extend or retract the stabilizing jacks. You have it both in the front here as well as in the back. This coach does have two entryways. This one right here will be your main entryway. The rear one will be an entrance into the bathroom. We'll get to that in a little bit here, but you will notice you have 3 steps, which is nice. That way your first step isn't quite as big, just make it a little bit easier to climb in and out of the coach. If you take a look up top, you'll see your power awning there. Very simple to use. Touch a button, rolls out. Same thing to go back in. And then underneath that is an LED light strip going all the way across. The big advantage of LED lights, of course, is to have light at night, and you don't have to get up there, hang up your Christmas lights or anything like that. Just flip a button and you have your camp all set up here with light at night. 2 outside speakers. Those are controlled by our multimedia center inside. However, that is Bluetooth capable. So if you want to sit out here and use your smartphone or tablet to connect to that via Bluetooth, you can absolutely do so. And then you can go ahead and jam out. Right here's an electrical outlet. Pretty self-explanatory. Plug things in, they have power. So if you need to charge your cell phone, plug in a crock pot, blender, whatever you want to do, you are able to do so right there. Nitrogen filled tires on this coach, that way you have more even tire wear, and also they say that it helps a little bit with your fuel economy. Right back here is your outside shower. That does have both hot and cold access. I like to point out that this is on the door side, the camp side. Most of the times your outside shower is on the off door side, so having it right here is nice and convenient. Especially, you know, again, right by an entrance to the coach. So if the kids come back from the beach, go ahead and spray your feet off and then enter into the coach, which is a very nice feature. As I said a little bit earlier, this does go straight into the bathroom, which is great, especially when you have kids or guests. That way they're not traipsing dirt through the entire trailer. Just right in, use the bathroom, and come right back out. Another big advantage that you have is this right here. This is your outside kitchen. So again, this eliminates you or the kids from having to go inside as much, as you do have a fridge right here. You can fill this with soda, condiments, anything else you want there. A light right here for at night, LED light I will add, which is great. So that way again, if you need to cook outside at night, you can easily do that. Storage right up here. This is very nice, so you can go ahead and put your cups, plates, everything else you need to right there. You have a sink right here that is plumbed, which is great. And right down here is your cooktop. So you can just go ahead and lift this up to undo the lock, pull it out, lock it back in place here on both sides, and there you are. There is your 2-burner cooktop. The other thing I like about this is right over here, take a look. You have an extended cooktop. You can go ahead and pull that out, which is nice, or extended countertop rather, I'm sorry. That way if you need to put, you know, plates and stuff here while cooking, you can easily do so. Lastly, we'll notice right in there you have an electrical outlet, so if you need to plug anything in, you can easily do that as well. So not only do you have the cooktop right here, but you also have a mount for a grill. Now it doesn't come with the grill, but you do have the mount, so if you want it, all you have to do is buy the grill itself, then you can swing that around. It is on a swing arm, so that way you have the grill there as well, and you have your option of how you want to cook. Lastly, what you'll notice, this right here, this is your spare tire, also is nitrogen filled. Hopefully you never have to use it, but in the event that you do, it's great knowing it's riding right back here with you. Okay folks, that pretty much wraps it up. Let's go take a look at that beautiful inside. Welcome to the inside of the 2017 Keystone Summerland 3030BH. This particular model is in the Kona interior. Let's go ahead and start off right over here on the kitchen. So you have decent sized countertops in this floor plan, which is nice. You'll see you have some prep surface on both sides of the sink, and then a little bit of area on the back there too for soap or whatever else you need to put back there. But large single bowl sink in here. You know, people have different school of thought on the single bowl. I personally enjoy it. The reason is if you're using larger residential pots and pans, you can actually fit them in a single bowl and they will sit flat in the sink. And if you want a double bowl, if you want like a little rinsing bowl or something, you can just buy a little, you know, plastic container at the dollar store, put it in there, fill that up with water, and you're all set. But also, high-rise faucet on here. It is a pull-out faucet, so that of course aids in washing dishes as well. Large window right here, so that's of course going to let in some natural light as well as give you good visibility on washing the dishes. You can take a look out at your campsite. Then at night you have an LED light right here as well as over here to make your kitchen nice and bright. You actually have LED lights throughout the entire ceiling of the coach, which is great. LED lights are nice and bright. They put out a fraction of the heat and they use a fraction of the power as your standard incandescents. So if you are camping and you're running off battery power, if you're not plugged into shore power, you will certainly learn to appreciate and love LED lights. Two electrical outlets. You have one right over here by the door and then an extra right over here, and you have this little extra space right here, so this is perfect spot for a coffee maker in my opinion. Now of course you can do whatever you want in your kitchen, but I think that's a great spot. Right over here, while we're over here, I'll show you this. We do have your water heater controls. You'll notice it is both gas and electric DSI water heater there. And then right underneath is your measuring for all of your tanks. So you can see all of your tank levels, your monitor right there. If we take a look up top, you see you have good storage right up here. Brushed nickel poles on there, which is nice. So some good storage there. Here's our microwave, stainless steel front. Underneath that, you have your hood with a light and a fan. 3-burner cooktop here that is Atwood. The front one is high output. I personally like Atwood as well. They have good flame control on here. It's nice and easy to see where it's set. Makes cooking while camping a little bit easier. And then right there is your oven for any baking. If you take a look at the storage underneath, you will notice you have 2 full extension drawers right over here, which is very nice. Oh, and you know what? I missed this one too. I'm sorry. On the other side of the microwave, you do have storage there as well. But 2 drawers here underneath, which is great. And then you have an additional drawer right over here. So 3 drawers on this side in total, which is very nice. You'll notice right underneath the sink, you have this cut out and then another big space underneath. I think that's a perfect spot for a trash can there. If you don't want to put it there, there is a spot over here where you can put a trash can as well, but for me it's just not quite as convenient of a location. And personally, I'd rather put shoes in there. You'll also notice you have 2 additional drawers right over here. And again, whatever you need to put in there, whether you want to put shoes in there too, whatever, you can go ahead and do that. Rounding out the kitchen right over here is our Dometic fridge freezer combo. You'll notice that you do have a cutout there for taller items, 6 cubic foot here, which is nice. This unit does run off both propane and electric and also has automatic switchover. So if you are running it off propane, as soon as you plug it into shore power, it'll automatically switch over to electric for you. Let's go ahead and make our way back. We'll move into the bunkhouse, but first I want to stop right here at the bathroom. So if you come on into the bathroom here, right down here's your foot flush lever toilet. You see you have plenty of room both up top for your shoulders as well as leg room. This is the second door that I mentioned. This is great. That way you can just come right in if you need to use the bathroom. Now, there is a window on this door, so if you do want privacy, you know, you can hang a little shade here or something, but you know, I have people that freak out about it, but honestly, I would much rather have the door and worry about a window than not have it there at all. You know, especially if you have kids that are in and out of the camper all the time, that is a huge advantage to have. Right back here is your mirrored medicine cabinet. Right below that is your sink top here with an electrical outlet if you need to plug anything in, and then some storage over here underneath. Now over to the side, this is your tub shower. You will see that you have a shelf in there, hand wand, and a vent up top, as well as a curtain that's on a curved track there, so it does come out a little bit. I personally like having a tub shower, especially in a bunkhouse. The main reason is that if you have little ones that aren't quite ready for a shower, they still need to take a bath, you are able to do it in this camper. Then before we enter into the bunk room, I want to show you this as well. So you have good storage here for clothes, or if you want, you can always use this as pantry. It depends on, how many clothes the kids have. Again, I'd probably put clothes in there, but if you want that for pantry space, you certainly can. Privacy curtain here, go ahead and pull that across so the kids have a little bit of privacy. Right over here is your top bunk, 300-pound on this side. You notice underneath you have some storage there, which is great. This ladder right here is attached. This is pretty cool, so you just pull that right out. This, of course, makes climbing into the top bunk nice and easy. Then over to the side here, you have a spot for your TV. Large opening, I will add, so if you can put a pretty decent-sized LED TV in there. Some storage underneath. Can't put a ton there, maybe a cell phone or something if you need to charge it, but I like that they at least put something there, didn't just leave it blank, if for nothing else, at least for aesthetics. Right over here, you have a bunk up top, again 300-pound on here as well, LED light, and this is on struts, which is really nice for putting up and down, makes it a whole heck of a lot easier than having to lock it in, because the kids can do it themselves, even the small kids, having that strut support really makes it easy to push up. Then right down below you have your cube style sofa. I enjoy these as well. The main reason is this folds into a big bed. So if you have a child who's a little bit taller, you can fold both of these out and they can sleep on an angle, and if they're 6'3", 6'4", they can still have enough room to sprawl out on here just because it is a little bit bigger. And so I really enjoy that from the sleeping side of things. Plus, if they want to fold these out, lay on them while watching TV, you can keep them like this. You have the cushions they can play with. It just really is a pretty neat system. Along the back wall, there is a very large window there as well, letting in a lot of natural light and an additional plug-in. But all right, folks, that wraps it up for the bunk area. Let's head on out. We'll finish up the entertainment living area and then go check out the bedroom. So we make our way back out into the main living area. You will see the super slide right over here. U-shaped dinette in this camper. As I mentioned, this is the new Kona interior. I like a U-shaped dinette in a bunkhouse, especially when it's large like this and they have a big table, because that does allow enough room for the family to sit around, play a game, eat a meal together. And if you have additional guests, this does make into a very large bed where you can easily sleep 2 adults. All you have to do is remove these 2 posts from the flanges, both in the floor and right here underneath the table. The table itself will then sit right along the rails here on the seat, or on the bench part here, and then the cushions fill in the top of the table, of course making that into the bed. As we move over a little bit further, right over here is the sofa. This is pretty neat too. It's a jackknife style sofa. The big advantage of a jackknife, 1, it's easy to make into a bed, but 2, you can see right underneath here, you have good storage, just very easy to access. That's a great place to put all your bedding. One of the things they did add that I kind of like though is this right here. This folds down, you kind of have an armrest there with some cup holders. So almost making it into like pseudo theater seating, which is pretty neat. Then right in between there, you will see you have 2 USB ports. So if you do need to charge a cellular device or an iPad, something like that, you can easily do that from either the dinette or right here on the couch. Right up top, some additional storage there. Great place to go ahead and put some board games. LED lights here too, in case you want to do some reading. Now right behind me is the entertainment center. Not that you go camping to watch TV, but on a rainy day it definitely is nice to have. You have your mounting bracket location right there, so you know where to go ahead and mount the TV, no guesswork involved. Your multimedia center right down here. As I mentioned, this is Bluetooth capable. Storage both underneath as well as storage here right up top. You will notice speakers, that of course is controlled by the multimedia center, and you also have ducted AC throughout. That's something I like to talk about, ducted AC and ducted heat in this coach. Ducted heat is important. This one does have the Arctic package. I didn't mention it when I was outside, but it does have a fully enclosed and heated underbelly in this camper as well. So we move into the bedroom here. You have your queen bed. It does lift up for additional storage. You can see that right underneath there. Now what I like that they have done is that the wardrobes don't come all the way down. Instead you have this extra space here. So the reason I like that, 1, it gives you a place if you need to set a glass of water or something, you can charge your cell phone. Also, if you have a CPAP machine, there's enough room you can put it on either side of the bed because you have plug-ins on both sides too. So as I mentioned, plug in your cell phone, plug in a CPAP, whatever you need to do. Or if you have little pets that want to come with you. If you have a small dog or cat, you know, and you don't want them sleeping on the bed, they can cuddle right up next to you right there. Now this side in particular, over here on the door side, you also have a clothes hamper, so you can go ahead and lift that up, you know, put your laundry basket right underneath and toss your dirty clothes down in there. Wardrobe hanging space on both sides, you can go ahead and see that. Shelf across the top here as well, so if you need to store some stuff up there, you can do that. LED reading light here, as well as an additional LED light there. Then lastly, you do have a window on both sides, so if you don't want to run AC, you can open those up, get a nice cross breeze coming through. All right, folks, that pretty much wraps it up. Again, this is a 2017 Keystone Summerland 3030BH. If you're looking for, you know, a good bunkhouse floor plan at a great price, this is one to look for. It's an excellent value. The kids have their own space there. You have the outside kitchen. You know, you have the super slide with the couch and dinette. This really is one you want to take a look at. If you are interested and you'd like price and availability, you can either give myself, Ian Baker, a call, or you can take a look at our website, which is AmericanRV.com, for the most up-to-date information. Also, if you enjoyed this walkthrough, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. That will be one of the first to see the latest and greatest from us here at American RV. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and I can't wait to see you on the road to freedom.